Hey folks, here's my Perception Outlaw, my kayak. It is 11 feet 5 inches, and today I'm going to go over the trolling motor setup that I did and a few other details that I have for it. Okay, I'm going to try to put everything at the end of all the items I used. Again, Perception Outlaw. You know, I'm just like you guys. I search on YouTube and Facebook on different kayak setups for the trolling motor, and I've seen a lot that have this cutting board. This is a white cutting board from Walmart that has a little handle. So I cut it out to fit in this space perfectly. But what I did is I bought a light trolling motor. It's a little under 5 pounds. So I don't want to be cutting or drilling too much into my kayak. I know a lot of people go here to the hatch, cut that out, and then put this brace in there and bolt it in. If I would have gotten a trolling motor that was bigger, heavier, like those 20-pounders, I would definitely have put this bracket in there, or brace. But since I don't really want to drill too many holes in my kayak, I went with these. They're brackets, L brackets. Let me show from behind. And I'll put what I used at the end of the video. They're 4 inches wide. They're 2x4. So I have a 2x4 there, 2x4 bracket. There's 3 bolts or screws, and I just used 2 so I could make room for the trolling motor mount. Well, not mount, but. And on the bottom side, it also has 3 holes, and I used 3 screws, and then I have a 2x4 that I painted green, and it's sitting on top of these bolts. And as you can see, these 2 holes, I had a cleat here for my anchor rope. I had my anchor rope tied to this cleat, and when I removed it, it was a pain in the butt to remove because those screws really hold into the plastic. So I know these bigger bolts, I mean, it's going to be a pain in the butt to get out. And then not only that, I slapped some Gorilla Glue to also help with sealing and also for sticking, so it won't be loose. So it's really sturdy there. And this is the back side again. So I used a 2x4, painted it, and that's the setup. Very simple yet effective. Another thing I did, I bought a set of I guess tie downs, and I had to put it like in a little angle. I would have preferred to be horizontal there or perpendicular, but it didn't fit here, so I have it at a little angle, and that's for the rope that I used to lower and raise the motor. Okay, so now let's go over the motor. Let me bring the motor. Okay, so here's my motor. All I have to do is come, set it up in the middle, and then I have this box too that goes right here. It fits like a glove right in there, and I have the wires. So when I'm going to launch, I clip it here, put my rope through this little bracket, and then for now I have this little S hook, an S hook that goes under the seat, and I hope you can see that. I'm going to pull it and clip it here under my seat, and what that does, it raises the trolling motor so I can drag the kayak and start off in shallow water, paddle out until I could get in deeper water so I could set it down. I'll get the battery in a minute. But on this paddle holder, I used to always have it in this position here, my paddle. Okay, but now that I have that electronic box there, I bought this one, this paddle holder, that I can have the paddle right there out of the way. Okay, in this box, I got this idea from a guy on the Perception Facebook. He recommended this box for instead of the saddlebags. So I decided to go ahead and put the switches from the trolling motor right here. And this box has all the wires and connectors. So it's pretty much, you know, protected from any water. Then I made a few holes for the wires to come out right there. You have your switches from the trolling motor right here. It's forward, off, reverse. Then you have low speed, high speed, low speed, high speed. Okay, so back here, hold on, I'll be right back. Water Snake P24, and this is the head right here. I just unscrewed the 4 bolts and popped the head off. Okay, this is the little head that goes on the trolling motor. It's 4 bolts right there, and then it pops out. So that's what I did. Here's the head. When I first planned to just take the head intact and put it right here, which is not that bad, but then I decided to go with the little box there, the little tackle box. I think it's like $7 at Walmart. Okay, so what I did back here is, so when I'm going to be fishing, all I have to do right here is unhook it between my legs, and it goes down back here. Okay, so what I did is, let me get down here on the ground. What I did is, of course this has a locking mechanism, but I didn't want it locked. So what I did, it has a spring in here, and I took some wire cutters and grabbed the spring in here and just yanked it out as much as I could. So now the little, sorry about that. This little red is the pin for the tilt, different positions. But I took a wire cutter and busted the spring in there. So now it goes up and down you know, when I need it up or if I need it down, that's what I do. I get this the rope here. Okay, so right here what I did is I pulled off the head and I got this adapter. I think it's 3/4 inch, and then I think this is a 1/2 inch threaded, and it's kind of loose in here. So what I did is in the inside I put duct tape so it could fit a little sturdier, so it won't be moving around. And then this is, I'll try to put the link, well, not the link, but a picture of this. It's just a screw in here, and then the wires come out of there. And then I've seen people use like tubing, right? But I try to keep everything simple, so I just wrapped the wires. It's 3 wires, red, blue, and black. The red and black is for the power, and the blue is for reverse and on off. No, reverse and high-low, sorry about that. But some people keep the blue wire in here and they'll put a ESC, a speed control, and then just control the speed with a little switch. But that's a good idea, but I want it simple. I didn't want extra stuff that's gonna you know, break. So I just went ahead and put the switches in the front as is. So let me see. Then I put this clamp and to raise and lower, and I also tightened this, so I tightened it so where there's no steering. There's no steering on this trolling motor. I'm really just gonna use it to get to my spot and come back from my spot. So there's people that put a bracket across here and then they use pulleys and cables or ropes to steer left and right. But I just wanted it to, because once you're on a kayak, once you're sitting up there, there's no moving around. So what I have is just set at one position, and then as I took this bracket off, it doesn't affect forward because the forward momentum is going to have it against this, you know, the bracket. The only thing it will affect is reverse. It'll kick it up, right? But I'm not going to use reverse on this. So this part of not being able to adjust it here is fine. I don't need it because I just need forward. And then I need this just to come up when I'm getting really shallow, and then when I'm deep enough where it's not dragging on the bottom, I go ahead and lower it for my seat. So again, this water snake just weighs a little under 5 pounds compared to maybe 19, 20 on an entry level 30-pound thrust. This is a 24-pound thrust, and I tried it out, and I'm a big dude. It's a big kayak, and it moved me just fine. I'll put some video at the end so you can see. And again, I wanted minimal holes here. I didn't have to do this cutout, and I didn't have to put the whole brace there. But if I ever upgrade to a heavier one, I might just either leave it like this or go ahead and support it. Right now it's just screws and Gorilla Glue, and these brackets is, you know, those are solid galvanized, thick. And let's go on to the battery. That might be the trick right there. So here's the battery. Lifetime actually. It's a lithium battery, 5-year warranty, 50 amp per hour. And again, it sits right there. And again, that weighs, I think it weighs, I want to say 16 pounds compared to 30 on a regular battery. It was a little pricey, I think 160, but it's well worth it. Because I don't want to bog down my kayak. Like I told you, I'm a big guy. I don't need extra weight on there, and it works fine. I just used it once, and all you have to do is clip. Well, right now I have the alligator clips, positive, negative, and you're ready to go. You're ready to go. Again, I'm gonna try to put everything that I used to mount it at the end of the video, so you can see how it works. I try to keep it simple. I carry a dip net with me, and then I put these strings or ropes here on the side so I can anchor either on this side or this side. I did have my anchor. I would have it. I had my cleat back here, and I had the anchor rope come around here and then through the zigzag. But now there was at times that the rope would get caught up back here, the anchor rope. So now I just eliminated that because I don't want anything back here that could get caught up with the propeller. Okay, so now I'm just thinking I'm just going to anchor directly to this line or directly to the other line. So when it's time to go, unclick, get my little tackle box. It should be closed, sorry. Get my little tackle box, undo the motor mount. Again, it's pretty light. Unclip it here, sorry. There you go. One hand, like a six-pack. Okay, I'm trying out this trolling motor. So far, so good. It's on low right there. See if I could steer it. I think it, yeah, if I just put the paddle and put it on high. Oh shit. Yeah, I just put the paddle in the water and it turns me. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and let you go. It's working awesome. Just to make sure I don't go run shallow. And I got about a mile to go to the spot, so working awesome. Yes, this trolling motor's working great. Let me try to get a back. Oh, we can hear the launch. You can hear the launch right now. I don't know if you can see it. The launch, the SpaceX launch right now. See if I can see anything. No, I can't see. I mean, I could probably see, but I don't want to turn. I gotta get to my destination. And that's why I wanted a trolling motor. I could get out there to the good spots quick. I should have timed it to see how long it takes me. But I'm going to go ahead and shut off. This thing is working awesome. As you can see, I'm just moving along. I use my paddle to grip. I am steering. I'm veering a slight to the left, but I don't know because the wind. I think it might be the wind. There's a slight breeze, and the waves are hitting me, kind of turning my kayak a little bit into the land. So what I do is I put my paddle in to kind of hook me to the right, and then it go ahead. That's how I'm gonna steer. Instead of messing with the steering on the, you know, the brackets and all that, I'm just gonna do the right here. Just sit down, relax. Well, here I am with my trolling motor. working pretty good. I only caught 3 speckled trout, small ones. I had to undersize. I had to throw them back. But yeah, it's turning out to be a nice morning. It was a little rough at first, but then all of a sudden around 9:30, the wind stopped and calmed everything down. That's when I started catching. So I'm on my way back to the port. So the main trip was to see how the trolling motor was working, and it's working pretty good. Well, I'll catch you next time.